Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another video, the T on NPD and relationships. Hello, everyone. To all of my new subscribers and new followers. Hello, everyone. Welcome. And to my tribe and family at large, listen, welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming back and watching another video. Yes. And y'all know Thursday. Hey, Thursday night. You know, I always have to mention our Thursday night live streams because Thursday night is off the hook. Okay. Thursday night is off the hook. This is where we go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the cause of the matter. You understand what I'm saying? This is where we go from healing to wholeness. You don't want to miss it. Invite about 10 people out. Okay. Invite about 10 people out and grab a snack. Come on back. Get your notebook. Let's do this. Okay. God is going to meet us right here. He's going to give us the revelation in the conversation. Listen, for the elevation of your mindset, for the illumination of your soul. Come on here. This is where it's at on Thursday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. On here. Y'all know every time we drop a video on the channel, the goal of the day is 2.1K plus. Okay. If you rocks with your girl, I need you to hit that like button again. I want to actually think that you mean to hit the like button, even though it's 10,000 views. Okay. And 1,700 or 2,000 likes. I really want to believe those of y'all that rocks with me. Y'all mean to hit it, but you forget. Keep it in your mind, okay? Y'all help a sister out so we can get this information out to the masses, okay? Just like someone hit it for you. All right, y'all, let's jump into the topic of this video. Thank you all so much for that. Now, I want to talk about this, how the narcissist basically love bombs, devalues, and discards primary supply, or what we call grade A supply. All right. I want to talk about this because I want to help you understand something about primary supply and why when you leave the situation, you need to understand that there is no going back. You understand? You need to understand what it took to get you. What is the narcissist mindset when it comes to primary supply? Also, those of you that are watching this video, if you were wondering if you were primary supply, this is probably going to give you your answer. Okay, about primary supply. Now, primary supply is basically designated to the narcissist to be the centerpiece of the fuel matrix. Okay, so that means that the primary supply has to be love bombed differently. The primary supply has to be basically devalued differently and discarded differently. Now, abuse for all supply is a fact. Okay. Every type of supply that the narcissist has will be abused. It doesn't matter who you are. Okay. The level of abuse, love bomb, devalue, discard depends on where you are. If it's going to differ if you're a secondary supply, tertiary supply, which is like third in line. All of that is going to be different. But let me just tell you, with the primary supply, I'm going to give it to y'all. And y'all help me out by hitting that like button, okay? Because we want this to get out to the masses so people understand what's happening especially with primary and grade A supply, okay? So I'm going to give it to you from a carnal perspective, and then I'm going to bring in the spiritual aspect because I want you to understand some things about that. Now, when we're talking about primary supply, the way that a narcissist has to love bomb primary supply is different. Okay. Now the primary supply, because the primary supply is going to be the centerpiece of the fuel matrix. The primary supply is going to be loved bombed to a place where the narcissist is really going to have to give of themselves. And this is something that they don't do. Why? Because the primary supply is a person that is typically self-sacrificing. Okay. They sacrifice for the narcissist. You sacrificed for the narcissist. Everything that you were, you gave them everything that you could. You gave them 110% of who you were. Okay. You gave them parts of you that you wouldn't even give to yourself or other people. You understand? Everybody benefited. Not only did you sacrifice yourself for the narcissist, but you sacrificed yourself for their families, children of theirs that you didn't have, children of theirs that you did have, their careers, their aspirations. You basically were the sole centerpiece of their universe. Okay. Everything hinged off of you. All right. So, and that includes the secondary supply, all the back burner supplies. Everything works off of the primary supply being in the center of the fuel matrix. Why am I telling you this? Because I need you to understand, with the importance of who you are, why it's so important that you realize who you are and that you never find yourself in another situation like this. You understand what I'm saying? I taught it in the Thursday night live stream, and I'm not going to really go into it now. But last Thursday night, I talked about self-sacrificing individuals. Self-sacrificing people are actually people that are somewhat hypocritical. Why? Because you're willing to give someone else what you're not willing to give yourself. And we think that that's love, and it's not love. It's actually idolatry. Idolatry relationships or idolatrous relationships, just like the one with the narcissists, are very transactional. Okay? This is not what love is. Love is an exchange. Love, true love, it requires relationship, meaning that we have the ability to relate and the ability to connect. You never related with the narcissist and you never connected with them. Okay, so here we go. Y'all hit that like button for me, please, family. So the love bomb with a primary supply. This is what happens. They give you, they're pouring everything into you. Now, how they're able to do this is they're pulling negative energy from old supplies, negative energy from secondary supplies, or sometimes it's even positive energy, but they have to go somewhere else and get supply to pour into you. That's a problem. Now, you don't know that this is happening because you feel like you're the center of their world. You really are. You just don't know how much of. Okay. And so what they're doing at that point, if your primary supply, is they're training you how to be, you're already self-sacrificial. They know that, but they're training you to bring that part of you out. Y'all gonna get some help today. Yeah, they're training you to bring that part of yourself out, because what they're appearing to you as is that they are pouring everything that they are into this so-called relationship with you. So they're teaching you to never tell them no, because they're never telling you no. They're teaching you to basically give all of yourself, because they give the appearance that they're doing the same thing. Okay. So I'm talking about love bombing primary supply. This is what they do. When it's secondary and tertiary supply, they don't care about all of that. They give them a little bit of this or a little bit of that, because it's just not that important. But baby, when they dealing with that primary supply, you different, boo-boo. Yes, you are different, sweetheart. You're different, king. You're different, queen. Okay? You all are different. You require another level of sacrifice for the narcissist, if you want to call it that, because it truly is. They have to really come out of themselves to be able to love bomb you. Now, I'm going to tell you how that's going to play out. Now, when it comes to now what they're waiting on for you as primary supply, they are hoping and banking on at least maybe not more than 90 days of them having to engage in that way, because after about 2-3 months, they start running out of gas. Okay, they really do, because they're only able to hold up that false matrix that or basically that fuel supply, that's fuel matrix that doesn't have a centerpiece. They're only able to extract from that for so long. So this is what's happening. They have to pour it on real thick with you as primary supply so they can get you over into the devaluation stage. Now, here's the thing. The way they devalue you, or the way that they devalued you, as primary supply, it was something like out of a Hollywood movie, like out of a Lifetime movie. It was something like you saw this person, you saw this entity. I like to call it an entity. You saw that thing transform before your own eyes. I mean, literally, even the eyes you saw. Even you started to notice the way that they smirked, or, you know, the way that they would snicker and the sarcastic remarks that they would make. Why? Because you had already showed them. So basically they cast their net. They caught you. You had already showed them, yes, I'm self-sacrificing. You were right on target when you picked me. So guess what? Yes, I'm all in. Okay. Once you get all in, they are going to absolutely pour it on thick. Why? Now, here's where we get spiritual. Y'all, I want y'all to really go listen to me. We're going to go deep here. You have to understand this, is that when you are dealing with the enemy or you're dealing with dark entities, okay, everything about them is triangulation, manipulation. It's all on that, and control and fear. You understand? So in the devaluation stage, they have to put you in a place of fear. They have to remove your stability, which means they start falling out of pattern. They start doing things, ghosting you, doing all types of things to destabilize you. They have to pull you out of that comfort zone that the love bomb set you in, and they have to start doing things that's going to pull you out of that comfort and put you in a place of destabilization. And what the destabilization is going to bring is fear and anxiety. Anytime you're dealing with a fearful person or a person that is ruled by emotion, you're always going to have that manipulation element that will always be the go-to for the narcissist. I'm teaching on today. I want y'all, please listen to me. Share this with about 15 different people, okay? Because this is the type of information. I tell y'all this all the time. This is life-changing, sometimes life-saving information, okay? So when you are being destabilized through this devaluation process, this is how he or she did it. They have to bring in that dark entity that they are working with, have to hit you in such a way spiritually and soulishly that you are really you're knocked off your square. You understand what I'm saying? You have to be, because they gotta leave you wondering what's happening. So you're sitting there like, what is happening in this situation? What is going on? Like, this person has literally transformed overnight into the worst person that I've ever known in my entire life. Like, how did I miss this? What happened? That was the number one question. What is happening? What is going on? You don't even understand it, but it's nothing that you did. It's everything that was happening in the realm of the spirit first, because you had been attacked in the realm of the spirit. You didn't know why. All of your sensory levels spiritually were thrown off. Why? Because they were actually, your sensories were, they had like they said, you put a cap on top of them so you can't see, you can't feel. When the manipulation starts in, you begin to have entities that work inside of you that were there since you were traumatized as a child. Now they begin to manifest. Okay. And they're working in tandem with the entities that the narcissist has as well. So what you see is that you weren't able to pick things up because now those entities have blinded you to certain things. Okay. And then also too, you have a spirit of delusion that you're like, this is not really happening. You know, I told you all before, whenever a entity enters your life, they have to change something about who you are in order for them to be able to remain there and to remain in a covert operation in order to try and destroy the core essence of who you are. So these entities that the narcissist is working with, you know, or they were working with during this devaluation stage, they had to set you in such a place of fear to be manipulated because they understood that you had the ability or have the ability to grow beyond the fear. Come on, watch this. To grow beyond the fear and manipulation that they were enacting on you at that moment. You see that? They had to understand. See, they move with the knowing of you have the ability of growing. What does that mean? Is that you have the ability of somehow coming into the knowledge or knowing that, hold on, something is not right here. These entities know that you can run into the right place and the right person or place that will drop the information on you. You receive it and you begin to internalize it and you begin to act upon it. They know that. So what they have to do is when they destabilize you during this devaluation stage, they have to treat you so badly that you are left spinning in wheels. You know what I'm saying? You're spinning in circles and circles. Why? Because they don't want you to be able to say, wait a minute, something's wrong. Something's happening here. Like what is going on? They want to keep you stuck in that emotion, stuck in the events and the actions that are happening at that moment. Because if you stay stuck focusing on everything physically that is happening, you won't be able to go back into your spirit. Come on, to go back into that soulish place or go back to God, because that's what you need, is to be able to go back to him and say, listen, I need you to tell me what's happening here. No, see, they want you to stay focused. That's what the enemy loves. He loves immaturity and he loves ignorance, because darkness dwells in ignorance. All right. So now we get to the discard stage. Oh, it's rocking and reeling. It's boom, bam, 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 bam. Okay. In the discard stage, they discarded you with, a lot of you it was important dates, holidays, centered around maybe something that you were having going on, an important event in your life. It has to be done that way. Why? Because the real estate, y'all hit that like button for me, please. I'm teaching on today. The real estate in your mind, meaning the memories, the disappointments, all of these things come together. Everything that they have brought to your life, they come together to occupy what we call the real estate in your mind. Okay. It is important that they occupy that real estate and that brain space in your mind through memories. Okay, through associations and things like that. They have to do that. Why? Because they want your mind they want everything in your mind to be rooted in your heart, in your soul. Because if they can stay stuck in your mind, then a lot of those things will enter your heart and you will not be able to move past it, because the mind is what you think about. Your mind carries the memories of yesterday. The heart carries who you truly are, because the Bible says whatsoever a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You understand what I'm saying? So your heart is where you react from. Your heart is who you truly are. So if he can keep the memories stuck in your mind, then what's going to happen is it's going to posture and condition your heart, so you will stay stuck and stay stagnated on what this clown did to you. This part right here. This part. And so this is what happens. This is what happens with the primary supply. So they will ghost you. They will do all of these things to you. They all come together and coagulate to basically tear you completely down, remove you from your faith, and remove you from everything that was positive, that loved and cared about you. Why? Because they always wanted to be able to come back. They always want a revolving door with their primary supply. Why is this? Because you are the centerpiece of the fuel matrix. But baby, let me tell you something. One thing that you got to understand about all of this is that the underlying theme in all of this was fear, control, and manipulation. See, when you begin to fear no one but God, see, stuff like this don't even come to you. Why? Because you're everything. Come on, Psalms 91. You're everything. I want y'all to go read Psalms 91. When I tell you that's one of the deepest Psalms, okay, that right there is one of the deepest Psalms that I believe I've ever read in a long, long time. Go read Psalms 91. Okay. When they begin, see, when you begin to understand who you are, then you reverse the action of all of this that the narcissist has basically launched against you. See, the results change when you understand how primary and how important you are, not to the narcissist. Y'all hit that like button, not just to the narcissist, but to the Most High. What about to yourself? Let's be accountable to self. Family, I really want y'all to take this in because I want you to understand this is what the narcissist does to primary supply. If you were wondering if you were primary supply, this video probably answered a big question for you. Listen, when you understand why a thing happened to you and why they did a certain thing to you, when you understand that, then you can begin to correct the course of action. You can begin to map out a different path forward. When you fall into the hands of a traumatized individual that refuses to take accountability for their trauma, guess what you become? A casualty. You become a casualty. In 2023, no more casualties. No more casualties. Family, I want you all to really share this video. Take it in, okay? Take it in, because this right here should never happen to you again, ever. Self-sacrificing to nobody but God, not to man, not to another human being, ever, ever, ever again, ever again. So I want you all to share this video. I want you to like this video. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, okay? I love you, family, and I will see you all on the next video. And I will see you all healed and whole at the top. Shalom, family. Peace.